So to begin with, I just want you to find yourself a nice, warm, quiet space where you can lie down without any disturbance at all. We're going to begin by just concentrating on the breath. So I just want you to notice your breath in and your breath out. We're going to begin by just breathing in through the nose and back out through the nose. Noticing the air on the hairs of your nostrils as you breathe in and the warmth of the air as you breathe out. On your next inhalation, I want you to notice the breath coming in through the nose and then trace it down a little further to the back of the throat. From there, notice the breath leaving the throat, tracing back up through the nose and out. Again, breathing in through the nose, down into the throat, and notice this time the throat start to widen from front to back and side to side, and then trace that air back out through the throat and out through the nose. On the next inhalation, we're going to go a little further. We're going to breathe in through the nose, down through the throat and into the upper chest. And then trace that air from the chest through the throat and back out through the nose. Again, breathe in through the nose, down through the throat, into the upper chest, and this time down into the lower chest. And retrace back from lower, upper, throat, and nose. As you continue the cycle, just notice how the air starts to fill into the rib cage. Notice how it widens from the sides and widens from front to back. And again, trace the air as it goes back from the ribs to the upper ribs, through the back of the throat and out through the nose. Now we're going to bring our attention a little deeper. So as we come through the nose, through the throat, the upper chest, the lower chest, feel the air just fill the abdomen. And follow it back up again from the abdomen to the lower chest, upper chest, back of neck and out through the nose. Just carry on this journey, tracing the breath from top to bottom and from bottom back to top. And when you finish your next exhalation, I want you to take your attention to the top of your head. And we're going to notice tension throughout the body. See if we can just let it drop away. Any muscle tightening, any muscle tensing, just let it drop and become soft. So starting at the top of the head on the scalp. Notice if there's tension. And if there is on your inhalation, notice that tension. And as you exhale, just let that tension dissolve. And then you're going to let your attention drop down towards the temples and the muscles on the side of the head. And notice if you hold tension there. And if you do, once again, breathe in with intention and breathe out any of that held tension. I'm going to trace around to the eyes, and it's an area where a lot of people, without realising it, become strained I'm looking at computers and iPhones. And so deep in the back of the eyes, all the way around to the eyelids, just notice if you're carrying any tension. And again, on that out breath, see if you can just let them relax, let them go heavy. Tracing back again, we go to the jaw. The jaw's an area where a lot of people hold their tension. They grind at nights, they clench their teeth. So while you're down there, just notice if you're one of those people. Maybe notice for the first time that actually one side of your jaw might be a little tighter than the other. And if it is, breathe into it. And as you breathe out, let the jaw relax, let it go heavy. All the way to the teeth, let the teeth relax. Let the tongue relax. Then we're going to go to the back of the head, to the skull. The muscles which join the back of the neck to the skull. And these become tight with people who have to look at a computer screen all day. People who get headaches that come all the way from the back of their neck to the front of their foreheads. And if you feel these muscles are tight, again, just let them relax. And where they attach into the front of the forehead, where we wrinkle and furrow our brows, as you relax the back of the head, see if we can relax the eyebrows, relax the wrinkles. Moving down, we come into the throat and all the muscles which come up through the throat, and there's loads of them. If we feel we can't speak, if we can't express an opinion, they sometimes say that you have a tightness in your throat. So see if we can let that relax. Also down into the neck, the sides of the neck. Let it all drop away. Coming down into the shoulders, the big muscles which attach the shoulders up onto the neck and the skull. Let those relax. These are areas where everybody who holds tension and stress feel their shoulders coming up to their ears. This is your chance just to let them relax, let them drop wide down onto the floor. And from there, we're going to come down through the chest, through the lungs, through the heart, down the muscles at the back of the spine, and the muscles at the front into the chest. And again, as you trace down them like a waterfall, coming down the front, the sides and the back of the body, let all those muscles relax into the floor. Coming down the arms, the tension in the arms, the forearms, let them all drop. Let your fingers and your palms actually become relaxed, maybe for the first time in a long time. We're often gripping things with our hands, but very rarely do we get a chance to completely let them open up. And coming down now through the rib cage, down into the diaphragm, down into the abdomen. Notice the muscles of the stomach, the muscles around the lower back. Notice the ease of breath. Feel tight, if you feel like breath is coming from your neck instead of just descending quietly down into your abdomen, just try and relax it. We're going to keep moving down the body. You've got the pelvic floor, the muscles which hold up underneath our pelvis to keep everything up. Quite often find ourselves clenching in here. Through the buttocks, through the front of the thighs, up at the hips. All of those muscles which clench to hold us together, just drop away. Let your pelvis drop into the floor, and let your sit bones at the top of your pelvis drop wide. And as you breathe, just notice what happens to that pelvic floor area. As the breath comes in, you might feel a small stretch into the pelvic floor. And as the breath comes out like a balloon, you might feel it just relax back down again. We're going to move down the legs now, into the front of the thighs, the back of the thighs, the inside of the thighs. Breathing tension into the areas. As you breathe out, let that tension drop away. Don't feel like you have to hold your legs anymore. Just let them sink into the floor. Let them become one with the floor. While you're there, just notice if one knee sits a little higher than the other. Is that because you're holding? And if you are, just notice that. And as you breathe out, just let those muscles hold in and relax. Finally, we trace down into the back of the calves, the front of the shins, and down into the feet. And let all of that just go. The feet which grip the floor, which carry us around all day. Let them just relax. And then lightly we're going one more time from the top. Like melting wax. Think of your skin from the top of the head, down the sides and the front of the face. Just let the skin relax. Let the neck relax down, the shoulders relax. The skin all the way down the arms, through the elbows, into the wrists and down to the fingers. Then coming down through the chest, the back, the waist, the pelvis, the hips, the thighs, down the front of the feet and all the way down into the ankles. Let the skin just go heavy and let your body melt into the floor below you. From there, we're just going to come back to the breath. Breathing in through the nose, tracing it down through the throat, down through the upper chest, the lower chest, and down into the tummy. And trace it back up from the tummy to the lower chest, to the upper chest, the back of the throat, and out through the nose. And with each in-breath, bring attention to the whole body. And as you breathe out, let any tension left behind just drop away and melt. Breathing in, paying attention as you trace all the way down to the tummy. And as you breathe out, just let any tension, any strength, let it dissolve into the mats. And I want you to do one more round of breathing. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. And when you're finished, place both hands lightly on your stomach and gently open your eyes.